Exponential technologies are driven by the so-called 6Ds, and what's interesting about them is that they allow us to anticipate the future and act in the right moment. On the first D, the technology becomes digitized, deceptive. It is very difficult for the human being to perceive this exponential behavior, so we always tend to think that things are going to take longer to happen than they actually do. Disruption. On the vertical axis, we have the power or the functional attribute. On the horizontal, we have time. A linear growth seems better than the exponential at the beginning, but suddenly, at the called disruptive point, the exponential curve breaks through the linear and moves away at full speed and power. Disruption happens when the new technology meets the attribute the consumer needs in an equal or better way than the previous one at a lower cost. The following 3 Ds are those I find most interesting. Dematerialization. If digitalization or Internet of Things are applied to something that's hardware related, sooner or later it shrinks so much that it becomes completely digitized. Demonetization or depreciation. As it gets small in size, more powerful and cheaper, it simply ends up having marginally no cost. Democratization. When it's very small, almost virtual and very cheap, everyone has access to it. For example, the first computer had the size of a room, and today we have our cell phones with much more power and lower cost. Or Texas Instruments scientific calculator, for example. You used to buy it for a big fee for your finance course, and now you can get it for free on your cell phone. It is totally democratized. Today a teenager could play with it, find a tutorial, and end up knowing more than a grown-up or already a trained finance professional. We can't grasp exponentials. It becomes slow in the beginning, then it becomes so fast that you can't even understand how it goes so fast. So you tend to project it's going in a rate that you can anticipate, and then 10 years before it appears to have happened already. Every year, the power of your tool or the functional attributes that this tool has multiply by 2, and it's double more powerful. So this cell phone will be double more powerful next year. Can you imagine that? On the other hand, it will be 2 times cheaper. So this depreciation is super strong. So this cell phone cost now is 2, next year it will be 1. And next year it will be 0.5. And next year it will be 0.25. And then it's gonna be 0.12. In 5 years, it went from 2 to 0.12. So here comes the main insight, and it's gonna fit the methodology. All this, then we're gonna go into tool by tool, you're gonna work, but all this like introduction is to first provoke your thought, second open your heart and mind to think differently. It's like a vote of faith I'm asking for. And the third one is to have insights of, should I do this if the world is gonna change so much? And especially understand the main change the world is experimenting, and this one no one is telling you this.